Some time ago, we had some comments on our channel from a gentleman from Smyrna, Tennessee, the Smyrna Cowboy. He had a YouTube channel that he was starting up, and he was riding a Bergman scooter and had asked a lot of questions about spiders and spider ownership, and eventually moved into that direction. So we've been following his progress over the last year or so, and it looks like he was on the verge of pulling the trigger to acquire his brand new Spyder. Then, unfortunately, he had a he suffered injuries from an industrial accident, some pretty severe injuries, but he's recovering from those. And while he's recovering, he was able to go ahead and move forward to get his Can Am Spyder, the sea to sky model. And since we started following him pre-Spyder, all the way through his Spyder ownership, so we thought it'd be a good idea to sit down and do an interview with him. This would be a Skype interview, the first one we've ever done, to get his feedback on his impressions on the purchase process and a little bit about his philosophy of life. So I hope you enjoy the interview of the Smyrna Cowboy. Well, here we are today with the Smyrna Cowboy, and we're going to talk to him about his journey to acquire Can Am Spyder and what led him down this path. So welcome to my first ever video chat interview.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored to be here, and you've been an inspiration to me over these years. And a lot of this stuff is really because of you and your journey. So I am more than honored to be here.
Well, thank you. If that, I don't know if you can tell in my videos, but I have this passion for coaching and teaching. So maybe some part of me at one point should have been a professional teacher. I don't know. But, so, anyway, here we are. So you're in Smyrna, Tennessee.
Right, Smyrna, Tennessee. That is correct.
That's not. Were you born and raised in Smyrna? Or?
No, I was born and raised in Nashville. That's just 15 miles up the road.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if you know where Murfreesboro is, between Smyrna, between Nashville and Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro is the geographical center of the state.
Okay.
Go figure. And I moved here in 1990.
Okay.
So I've been here since then. So that's what, 31 years?
Yeah. That's a long time.
House. Yeah, it sure is.
Did you run across anything you didn't expect, any unforeseen setbacks in your journey to get a Can Am Spyder?
Well, the only thing that, as far as a setback goes, of course, is COVID last year. So, everything was pretty much at a standstill with everything. So that held me back some. But I already had my planned out after I decided that I wanted to get a Spyder. Then I wanted to do the research just like you did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to find some place that had a Can Am days, but there was one dealership that were offering rides. So I did that. I wasn't real satisfied with that ride because I didn't know exactly what I'm doing, but you have to remember the motorcycles that I've ridden are scooters. So there's nothing in between your knees. Mm-hmm. So the main thing about riding a motorcycle or a Can Am is to lock your knees against the tank. Well, I've never done that. So I'm all over the road. I'm even scared to put my visor down because you got the death grip on it, and it translates to the front of the wheels and then handlebar, and it just looks like that you're rocking like this the whole ride. So I said, well, I'm going to have to take that class. And then COVID hit, but I was able to get a Can Am riding course back in June of 2020.
Okay.
And I can't do the Riker because of this left knee. It's stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go with the F3 or an RT. And just so happens they had a 2020 RT at the class in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So I did the class, and then it dawned on me, you know, put your knees against there. And then it was just as stable as driving a truck. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going like, you know, light bulb goes off in my head, ding, you know. So I got the, excuse me. So I got the endorsement. I've already got my motorcycle endorsement, but I wanted to check and see how it would take, how it would like it. And I really did like it. So, and then I'm looking around now. I'm getting ready to retire. And then May 27th, that's when the work accident happened.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the burn. So that put that back. And so I've already made up my mind on what I want to get, a RT limited or an F3, but I already made the choice between the RT. I was going to go with the red Masala or the Sea to Sky. Now, of course, being that long a time, I know that the Sea to Skies are going to be gone. So I had all reservations to go ahead and get the red Masala, but it just so happens that this particular dealership, they still had the Sea to Sky. And it's a wonder that I've not had a restraining order on me for asking this guy so many questions over the past 3 months about this thing. So everything come into play, and then BRP offered the 2.99% interest rate.
Mm.
So cool. So the thing was, these are the prerequisites that I had to have to get the Spyder. First, I had to sell the scooter. Okay, I did that. I got a good price on that. Then I had to pay off my truck. Well, with the money from the sale of the scooter, I paid my truck off. So now I'm ready to go get the Spyder. So we go down there, and I'm still in recovery. So I had to have them deliver it because I knew of this right leg with the compound fracture and everything. There's no way I could have rode it there. Rode it from Madison, Tennessee to home. That's right at 30 something miles.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way that I could have done that with not being used to the bike then. So I had them deliver it. It was a nominal fee.
Okay.
So I had them deliver it, and well, the rest is history. Now I'm just going when I can, not very long a time. I usually ride maybe 30, 45 minutes, and I'm pretty much done for the day.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this right leg is concerned. I've had the Spyder for almost a month now, and I put on 66 miles, burning up the tires. So I've really got to watch that, but just going baby steps, just going around the neighborhood, then a little bit further the next day, a little bit further the next day. And most of my ridings, if I'm going on the main road, is on Sunday mornings because there's a lot less traffic.
Right.
And so I just go around everywhere and just get a feel for it. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Okay, cool. What does your spouse think about this this decision in this machine?
She knows I've wanted one ever since 2019 when I went to go visit my friend down in Smyrna, Georgia. And his wife happened to have a Spyder, but it was a 2016.
Yeah.
And with this left knee, I can't bend it like a regular motorcycle. That's one of the reasons why I ride that Bergman scooter, because you could put feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, well, I'll just have to wait till I get this knee repaired and everything. And then the 2020s came out with the extended floorboards. So I did that, and just the rest is just everything just fell into place, just one thing right after the other. And my wife is happy for me. She even said that she would ride around the block with me around there, and she is not a motorcycle person at all, period. She is not a motorcycle person. So she said she would ride around the block with me. Cameras will be rolling in that event.
Good.
So the stranger things have happened. So hopefully she'll like to ride. And then if she does, then I'll have to save up a little bit of money, put some armrests back there. And I know the next big purchase as far as accessory goes for the Spyder is going to be a backrest for me.
Yeah.
The fold down backrest.
Yeah.
And so that'll give me some support back there for longer rides, but longer rides will probably be spring or summer of next year. So
Okay.
I just want to take this time just to go a little bit further and further and further. So just to get used to it, but I'm loving every second I get on that thing, every second.
Very good.
So
a little tip you might want to consider doing when you take her out for the ride, take her to lunch someplace that's kind of public. And we have found that anytime you do that, you're going to draw there's a good chance you're going to draw some curiosity and a little bit of a crowd, because they're going to, what is that? What is that? And they want to talk to you about the Spyder. So my joke is, if you're in a hurry, don't stop where there are people, because you will get drawn into conversations. And maybe she
Exactly
might
right.
like that. So who knows?
You know, people asking me questions and everything. And then one of my videos, past videos, I could be a Can Am salesman. You know, I could tell you anything you want to know about the Spyder. 1330 Rotac inline 3 has 115 horsepower with 96 pounds of torque. And you know, on and on. I could tell you pretty much everything because I've done the research just like you did for yours. So I'm looking at all the media that I could find. I've looked on Spyder groups. I've looked on YouTube. I've looked to the Can Am website. I've downloaded the schematics of this thing. I mean, it's just been a journey, a 2-year journey, and now it's come to fruition that I had to see the Sky model. So everything is right with the world.
I wonder if BRP has done any homework to determine how many Spyders are sold based on recommendation of other Spyder owners. I suspect that they sell quite a few.
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, your channel, you know, when I was doing research, I found your channel. I found Coach Bob 3's channel. And there's just numerous channels that I've been looking at and stuff for just the Spyder and everything. So
now, how long have you been riding?
A short story here. Back in 2000, let's see, what was it? 2007, when gas first hit $3 a gallon, and I have a Dodge truck. No, wait, yeah, it was 2007. And I had a Dodge truck, and I said, I'm going to have to get something. You know, I can't. You know, this gas is killing me, just killing me. So we were getting the Sunday paper at the time, and there was an article about scooters. Well, the first thing you think about scooters is either American Graffiti or the Shrine Circus with the African bear running around on a mini bike. That's the first thing you think about scooters. Then I did the research, and they have maxi scooters. So before I could test ride one, I had to take the MSF class. Well, it just so happens at my MSF class, my instructor had a buddy that was also an instructor, had that black 2004 Bergman for sale. And so he brought it the last day of the testing. He brought it to the yard, to the course, and I looked at it, and then we got together and everything. And so I purchased the bike 2006, October of 2006, the black Bergman 650.
Okay.
And I've been riding since then.
Okay.
And I was planning on a trip, of course, you know, in the spring or summer of next year, to go down to the Barber Motorcycle Museum in Leeds, Alabama. That's right on the outskirts of Birmingham.
Okay.
And so that is a wonder in itself, what videos I've seen of it. I mean, if any type of motorcycle you want to look at, they have. And
That's
they
what I
also have
understand.
a test track out there too, a GP track or something. I don't know about that, but it looks pretty cool. I was seriously thinking about that. Of course, you know, on down the road. I mean, like you said before, you know, men make plans and God laughs.
That's the truth.
So yeah, it is. I have children. I have 3. One is in Smyrna, one is in Springfield, Missouri. The other one's in Florida. They're all supportive of me, you know, because I am Mr. Safety, because it takes me 10 minutes before I even turn a key to get dressed.
Yeah.
So I have a camera running constantly. All I have to do is just take it off, do the SD card. I call it JIC cam, just in case.
Yeah.
So I have this running. Every time the starter button comes on, I have a forward camera running. If it's real heavy traffic, I'll have a rear camera running also at the same time. So if anybody's texting like this and decide to give me a 2,000-pound enema, I've got them on record. So I've got that too. But being the Can Am, being so stable, another thing, I don't have to put my feet down. The only problem that I'm having is to swing my leg over, just because on the scooter, you put your leg through.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to swinging my leg over. And with this right leg having that compound fracture, it's still healing. So I can get, I think that's what bothers me the most, getting on and off to swinging that leg over, because this leg is not strong enough yet, or hasn't healed up enough yet to do that constantly. So I know I've got a long road ahead as far as PT and everything else goes to get this leg in shape. But it's such a stable platform. I mean, it's like, but the thing that I'm now learning, when you're in a truck or a car, a four-wheel vehicle, you don't notice the camber on the road. Okay, you may have this a little bit, but you don't notice it. On a Spyder, you most definitely notice it, because you may have one of the road this way in the track, but the one's like this, and then you start to go this way a little bit, and it sort of startles you. But now you're looking ahead to see the camber in the road, so then you can mentally prepare for it, and then be able to compensate for it. Oh, this is coming up, so you know what to do, and and that sort of thing. But that I did notice that you could feel the camber of the road, whether it's up, down, or the crown, or whatever, just for drainage. And you can actually see and feel that more than you would be in a four-wheel vehicle.
Now, she hasn't, your wife has not ridden with you yet.
That is correct, but she promised that she will ride with me around the block. So she had no inclination of riding, period, when I was on two wheels.
Okay.
But now being three, a stable platform, now she's going to go ahead and ride with me around the block. So the only thing that you can expect is the unexpected. So who knows? She may love it. She may dislike it. She may get me off here. It's really a crapshoot, but it'll be very interesting once that ride happens.
Now, when you ride, do you have any local destinations that you like to go to in your area when you ride, even before you had the Spyder? Or is there any local haunts you go to and you like to ride?
Not really. Sometimes I belong to, I made this group up on Facebook. It's called Middle Tennessee Geritol Riders Group. I mean, a lot of people won't catch that joke, but that's what I've called it. And it's just a bunch of old guys getting together. And we have a thing that we found called the Tennessee Whiskey Trail. And there's a bunch of distilleries in Tennessee. And we just use that as a destination point. We get our little book stamped and everything. If you get all your stamps in the book, you get a free t-shirt, but mostly it's just for a destination purpose.
Gotcha.
So we go all around there and try to do that and everything. And of course, with the burn and everything else, and with COVID last year, it's pretty much been put on hold. But, after I get healed up and everything, that'll be put back into perspective. And I also belong to the Go Wing Riders Association.
Okay.
The Go Wing group. So they do dinner rides every Thursday. Still not healed up enough for that yet, but we do those. We will be going to Woodbury, about a 20-mile ride to go eat, come back. But as far as any type of major trips or anything, I don't have anything planned. Just concentrating on healing first and take those baby steps. Yeah. And then maybe get a trailer for the Spyder, as far as putting it on a trailer and taking the truck and going places and stuff. And maybe if my wife really loves it, we could get a Can Am Freedom trailer like you and Marion have, and just ride around everywhere. So, and I've already got ram mounts and everything. And this morning, I put a pigtail on the battery for a trickle charger. Okay. Of course, that's a 30-minute job, but that's about as good as I can do. And I did that early in the morning before the heat came in, and it's raining here now. So you have to plan those things out and have your rest and everything in there too. So it's just a little job, but.
Question: do you have Sirius XM satellite radio on your Spyder?
Yes. Well, I have the app on the phone.
Okay, that's what you're using.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've had that subscription since dirt was invented, probably. Right. So I've had that for many, many, many years. So now I still have it, but now it's through Wi-Fi and everything else.
That's what I use. The same thing, but I was wondering if you had the standalone, so it came to the satellite directly as opposed to coming through your wireless connection.
Now, I've been watching Sean smoke like you have, and I am sort of leery of putting any type of electrical accessory on there. Right. Now, there is a accessory bus on the right side of the 2020s. So I'm still doing some research on that. There's an accessory plug that goes in there, and you can get splitters from Sling Mods or Le Monster or wherever and stuff. But I'm concentrating on the hard stuff first, and then because I would like to get some of those floorboard lights and the Cyclops light on the bottom. I like to get one of those, but that's a standalone, so I could probably get that because it's wired directly to the battery. The switch, right. I think the switch is too. So, that's a standalone. It shouldn't have anything to do with the electronics of the BRP bus that's on the bike itself. I just appreciate you and Miriam. I mean, I've been watching you guys, and I even looked back at your older videos.
Scary.
I know. And well, I mean, I did a vlog a long time ago about the evolution of cameras. Now, when I first started doing videos back in 2007. That was live video. That was before YouTube. And then live video went kaput, and I started doing it on YouTube. And as far as a camera, I had a Kodak V570. It was a 640 resolution, but it was a flat camera, and you Velcroed it on the visor, but you could still look down and see plain field of view.
Right.
And then GoPro came out, and then everybody was going to GoPro, but I couldn't afford GoPro. I mean, ever since they've come out, you're talking $500 a pop, $300 to $500.
Right.
And now they're in Gen 9, so it's like, every time they step up. So I was like, well, I've got this. And then I had the Vado HD. I even cut out a place on my head, which is not very safe. Cut out some of that chin bar in my helmet, so the camera lens would be right here, not impeding my vision or anything. And it would be stealthy, so nobody could see it. And then got the replay HD on the side here.
Yeah.
And then the SENA's come out with the 10C. And so I started using it. And now I have a 10C Evo that I use, and then just use the cheap cameras like the Ion Pro, which Bluetooth enable, a Cool Cam. That's just for JIC cameras. And I've got a camera for Christmas. It was a Dragon Touch. It's a GoPro clone. And I just clicked over 2,000 subscribers. So I'll be posting a video here shortly on a giveaway of either the Dragon Touch, a jump box, or a Cyclops Gear gift card. The winner can have his choice or her choice of any of those items.
Cool.
So yeah, so I've been, like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've never monetized just because I don't want it to turn into a job. You start getting that money rolling in. Oh, I got to do this video. I got to do this. Got to do this. Got to do this. And I just don't want it to turn into a job because I already have a job.
Right.
So I just do it for fun. When I want to post, I post. When I don't want to post, I don't. Well, I always look forward to your videos on the weekends, and I always look forward to Coach Bob's videos.
I like Coach Bob, and Coach Vic has her own channel. I wish I could say I've kept up with her as much as I should, but I haven't. But yeah, I like those folks. So a lot of good folks out there.
Yes, it is.
Did you, especially since you spent more time on your Bergman, did you run across any of the Harley, we call them, I guess, easy to say, Harley snobs? Like, why don't you get a real motorcycle? I've had that experience with the Spyder. It's like, why don't you get a Harley?
My brother, he's hardcore Harley. He's hardcore Harley. And that's why I named my bike Miss Sally Ann, because when I first brought the scooter over there, the black one, I come over there because I'm proud of it, and I'm riding a motorcycle now. And just because it's a step through design, I get that grief from people at work. Yeah. But I pull in and he's all over me. Why didn't you get a Gold Wing? Why didn't you get this? Why didn't you get that? And so I told him, I said, well, do you want me to get a Gold Wing or a Harley? Yeah. Are you going to pay for the notes on it? Well, no. Well, then shut the hell up then. I'll take whatever I want to. And God bless her soul, Miss Sally Ann would come out there and jump all over my brother. You leave him alone. At least he's riding every day. Your bike sitting in there, all it's doing is just gathering dust. At least he's out there riding. And she always backed me, always did. And she was from England, so Can Am being a territory of England, so I named her Miss Sally Ann in memory of her. Oh, because Yeah, oh, she was great. She was great. She just jumped all over him with both feet when he started in on me about that. So, you, I appreciate it. It's an honor to be on your channel. I've followed you for many years, and because in doing my research, you were part of the research.
Well, thank you.
And
thank you for being my guinea pig.
Well, you've given me all sorts of insight and everything, and then to do the research on it, because it's been a 2-year journey for me, and that was basically what you had, a 2
years, 10 months. Yeah.
And so I did that. I decided on getting one.
Yeah.
But for the 2022s, I thought the Sea to Sky was just going to be a limited edition for 2021. The 2022s, they have the Sea to Sky also, but it's in a mystic blue. And the stuff that they offered for accessories for options, now they have it standard. They have the backrest standard. They have the vents that go in and out, the adjustable wind vents. That's standard.
Okay.
So I'm going like, well, thank you very much. So,
marketing people always changing things.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, sir, I want to thank you for your time today, and I hope your healing continues. And
thank you.
And your riding, I hope it's uneventful and pleasurable.
Yes, sir, I do too. And I'm looking so forward to it when I get healed up and be able to ride longer distances instead of riding for 30 minutes and sitting down for 7 hours. So I want to get that and just try to enjoy my retirement and just live life with this near-death experience again. It always puts in perspective on what's important.
Doesn't it though? Yeah.
So it's like, you got to live life, because if you don't, you look back and there's nothing there. You have to live life and live it.
Absolutely. Live it with no regrets. Yep.
Exactly right.
Well, very good. Well, again, thank you, sir. And we'll check in on you periodically, see how things are going.
Well, I appreciate that. And when I get something, a new install or something, I'll make sure to have that video. I'm sure people can benefit by that. Especially when you search, well, how you put this on? How you put this on? So, I mean, I did that with the top cups, and so my next big ticket item is going to be the backrest. So I'm sure I'm going to do a video on on installing the backrest also.
All righty. Well, thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you, sir, and I really do appreciate it. And I want to say hello to everybody on your channel.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best of luck, and may your subscribers grow and your comments be plentiful.
I'm just a guy that puts my home movies on the internet and amazed that people watch them.
Exactly right. I tell people I just put a camera on my helmet and talk about crap.
Yep.
That's pretty much what I do.
Yep.
If you like it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too.
Exactly.
There's that little X in the right-hand corner there. You can just click off.
Yep.
So
perfect. Thank you again, and we will catch you later.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself and tell Miss Miriam Dave says hey.
I will do that. Well, very good.
Thank you, John. I've always wanted to talk to you in person. Well, sort of in person.
Well, this is the closest we can get with now that, especially with COVID, so it's pretty good. It's a good start.
Oh, I agree. I agree totally. And, but I just look forward to the day that I can shake your hand and give Miss Miriam a big old giant Smyrna cowboy hug.
That'd be great. Perhaps next spring we could figure out a way to get that organized.
And hopefully Mrs. Cowboy will be accompanying me to that meetup. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait and see what happens.
Very good, sir. All right. Thanks again.
All right. Thank you, buddy. You take care of yourself.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, man.